Hello, welcome back. We got some research done in evocation. So we're at 4 now, and we'll hit 5 next month. 6 shouldn't be too long after. We also did Vengeance of the Dead. So it has a magic resistance check, unfortunately. It did hit his god, but his god resisted it. So we don't get to see it in action. There's a few penetration items we could make, though. Make a spell focus, maybe an Eye of the Void. I'm not sure if I want to put that on the big Glamour Mage, though. I was checking to see if we could make that nature staff that gives you penetration, but you need nature and astral, which we don't have, unfortunately. But, you know, we can try. I did the usual summons. We also cast Bowl of Blood, which found nothing, and Haruspex, which found nothing. So, good stuff. Timeless Waste got hit by the projection, but we managed to kill it this time. So, good stuff. Bought some Blood Slaves. Battles in Neotha and Terrace Peaks. Not much to see though, really. Taking 2 more Tianchi provinces. Iribalka, we got 5 pearls. Rid, we got some various gems. Ports are still open. Lack of supplies in Silver Woods. Yeah, fortunately though, these guys now have Unknowingly Starving. This unit believes it has eaten plenty of good food and feels full. However, in reality, it is starving badly. Morale is good, but diseases will start to accumulate. Yeah, so the big fat guys are back up to normal morale. And they're starving, but that shouldn't matter because they're demons. So good stuff. And that's it for messages, yeah. So, first things first, is our bloodlocks now. I think it's more or less the same. Moving the slaves around. Usual business. Just in case you need an update. I'm going to keep casting Haruspex and Bowl of Blood, because why not? I'm keeping this Death Mage here as well, just in case we start doing Dark Knowledge next, well, when we've got it. Why not? Might as well do the site searching stuff. Besides that, there's not much to say back in the homeland. I'm making 3 more Sanguine Dowsing Rods to send up another group of people to start blood hunting. Probably the border provinces here, so that there's, you know, something in them. I did notice that Agartha has moved from here to here this month. Guess that doesn't mean anything though. There was a bridge here, so he could have just moved to there if he wanted to attack me. Maybe he's going to go to Trackless, or maybe he's just sitting in this fort. Who knows? Just keeping an eye on things. Anyway, besides that, we are still doing summons in Warshan. So lots of Rakshasa. Our god searched Warson for magic sites and found nothing. He's going to teleport to Abulsion now. And we have our first sorceress. So I guess I'm just going to send this one to Abulsion to forge astral items. Although I guess our god could do that. I could keep her just around so that she can help out with the army. Now this turn's been submitted already anyway. So it's too late to make changes. Whatever, we'll see what the best use for Astral is at the moment. Putting Body Ethereal on some people would be nice. But other than that, yeah, usual summons, including the Ogres. And Silverwoods, we're just gonna Storm. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's not too bad. We've got the units all kind of spread out. A lot of them are on like hold and attack flyers. To, you know, just in case something flies on us. The Garners are at the sides on attack archers, so hopefully they just go through the walls and kill the archers. All the shielded undead and some Palancashes are right in the front to go through the gate immediately. Yeah, besides that, it's a small communion doing Divine Blessing, Blood Rain, and Bloodlust. He's got 4 slaves. And he then does Advance and cast spells to banish some ghosts, maybe. And yeah, this guy is also just buffing himself and Advance and cast spells. So, that's how things look. See how things turn out next month. If all goes well, we can just consolidate a giant blob on TNG and decide what we do at that point. Yeah. In the meantime, I think that's it. We've taken Terrence Peak, so those guys are going to go and live in Imicton. These guys are going to head to the Weald and Trotton. So, not much to say otherwise. We just have to see how this goes next month. And if it goes badly, well, you know, we're already back up to, what is this? 20 Rakshasa warriors and another 25 coming or whatever. I can't remember how many you summon. So, I mean, we're making lots of units. We should be okay. Yeah. That's it for turn... What was that? 43? 48. Okay. Anything else happening? So, usual stuff in Edge Forts, Azrapar and Reanimate Warriors. Lots of blood hunting. Usual stuff in Corner Provinces. Storming Castle. Dowsing Rods. Site searching. Usual summons. And yeah, that's everything. So I'll leave things there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Some evocation research is done. You know what, I haven't even looked at the spells, I've just been like going for Wrath of God. Is this something we could do now? Oh, we can do Project Self, that's actually kind of cool. I guess Illusory Army? What? I mean, we've got some nature mages, poison arrows, okay. We don't really have any ranged units. Breath of the Dragon RN2s could do. And Ghost Wolves. I don't know. I mean, Project Self's pretty cool. We'll get Wrath of God next. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long either. I mean, it's 9:50 to go. We do 521 per month. Did some summons, teleported our god to the Forging Throne. We found a nature site. Grove of Evergreens for one more nature gem. That's it for the spells. Arco has a new prophet. Got some blood slaves. And some battles. First up, Tianchi broke siege in the Silverwood. Clearly impatient with me just sitting on and doing nothing. So kind of a shame, because I wanted to see how the Garners would do walking into the walls. Turns out they're pretty useful here as well, though, because they have magic weapons, so we can hit these spirits a bit easier than some of the other units we have. And we do put up Blood Rain. Tianchi has put up Rope of Winter. I think the Garner make a nice addition to the army in this situation. They can hit all the illusions and all the ghosts and stuff. Damn, these guys might actually make it to the back lines. The shield and armor wearing Long Dead. +1 Palankasha. Front line collapsed pretty quickly. The Azrapar also have magic weapons, so it's a bit easy for them here as well. They're not just stuck outside the fortress getting hit by arrows constantly. So there we go, all in all. Not bad. The tree texture looks incredibly high quality, kind of cool. Anyway, Silver Woods. Yeah, cleared out those 100 dispossessed spirits. Not much else in the way of units, to be honest. Plenty of mages, though. Killed the Sorceress, 7 students, Master of the Dead. The rest of the stuff will have died on the retreat. Cost us 16 of the Garner, an Imp, apparently. Long Dead, 1 Palankasha. And none of the Rakshasa, who were very slow. They did nothing. They got 1 kill between 71 of them. But there we go. We also got another Gossamer Veil, which is nice. So we then also stormed the fortress in Silver Woods, but of course, it's empty. The Garner do immediately walk through the wall and kill the archers, though, which is good. That's glad that paid off big time in this important battle. So there we go. Silverwood is ours. We lost 8 Palankashas there. Wait, what? How did they all die? Just arrow fire? Well, apparently. A bit surprising. But yeah, Fort Towers also moved into Trotton and the Weald, so so no problems there. And we saw a Gartha taking back a province from Edens. Great luck events this month. Jimport, the lab is destroyed in a fire. That is actually in a Luck 2 province as well. It's so annoying. Swamp of Forgetting, there's a famine. Last Step Swamp, there's a sectarian movement. You know, those are outside our dominion though, so not as great. And yeah, that's it for the important stuff. Still starving in Silvergrove, but yeah, it's kind of odd. It says all kind of diseases are flourishing among the troops. But I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, for a start, the starving demons don't even become diseased. I thought they would get diseased but be immune to the afflictions, but they don't even get diseased. Like if I press D, nobody's diseased here. Even the living units aren't diseased. Although that was S, so all of these guys are starving. I don't know, seems weird. I think maybe the real supplies are going to the living troops first, so they're not actually unknowingly starving. Maybe. Or maybe false supplies just count as real food and it's bugged. I don't know, but as it is, 0 people are diseased, not even, well, anyone. So, I don't know. I think we're fine anyway. I mean, we have plenty of supplies now that we've taken the province. We're only 8 short, so it shouldn't matter too much. Although, does this factor in... Let's see, if I put this in the lab... No, it's still 330. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. That's it for messages. Here's the map now. First up, blood hunting status. Looks like this. Moving slaves around. How many did we catch this month? Not a great month. There's a lot of unrest in some of these provinces. They've been trying to deal with it, but still not 100% sure if unrest matters or not. Onwards is up to 177 unrest. Did we catch anything there this month? Yep, 20 blood slaves. Okay, well, I don't know if unrest does anything, to be honest. Okay, movements. So, we have taken the fort, that's good. I'm going to move some of the stuff here into Silverwood just to put up a lab, basically. And the rest will just be units moving down. So, this guy's coming over with some sacreds that we've summoned. And some more ogres. You guys are going to split off and take Walden. So just sending out the Pragashas. They can take that province and then move down and take out the temple. Rest of the guys move to Smacia, so the bulk of the forces. They can move through Trotton and go and sit on Tianchi with the rest of the stuff. Meanwhile, we have a death mage in Trotton. This little squad that was taking provinces. I'm going to start doing a host of Ghana. We'll get even more Ghana out. They seem like a nice addition during fort storms. Especially against all those little ghost things in the front, so why not? There's another couple of death mages coming over as well. They can help out. And yeah, as long as we get to sit here, we'll just keep waiting for these guys to come over and summoning a bunch of new Ghana. And then, well, we can either storm or we can just sit there, I suppose. We could start just putting temples around here and hoping we don't kill them, who knows? In the meantime, our god is, not our god, our big guy is going to try casting Vengeance of the Dead on that fort again. See if we manage to hit his god and get through his magic resistance. My god is going to forge a spell focus, so yeah, a little bit of penetration. And also making another tablecloth and some endless bags of wine. I'll just try and fix food anyway. Why not? I'm going to move I don't know if I did that this month or not, actually. I'm going to move somebody over to, or was I just doing it here? I'm going to move some kind of leader over to Warshin to go and pick up the next round of summons, because I'm still doing some summons here. Although I've switched to, where are they? Fine Serpent Fiends. So they're all casting this. You get 3 of them for 4 slaves. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So 15 serpent guys per turn. that I think might be useful just because they fly, basically. So it's nice to have an addition of flying units to the army. So we'll start summoning those for a few turns, move a leader over to pick them up, and yeah, they can also go down and help out here. Meanwhile, we'll just clean up the last few Tianqi provinces and put down some temples, I suppose. Since he broke siege here, he might also break siege on Tianqi at some point. Which would be nice. Be nice to not have to do a fort storm. But if we do have to do a fort storm, well, I'm making sure that we bring tons of units, so it should be okay. About as okay as it could be. We are, of course, last on research, so I don't know, he could have some good spells already. I mean, who knows, he might have demon cleansing at this point, I have no idea. But we'll just do what we can. Besides that, the other thing I might as well mention is I did recruit a bunch of... Are they in this province? Yeah. I did recruit a bunch more Kaoni. I thought since they cause unrest, yeah, they are kind of useful to have with the army that's sitting on a fort, aren't they? Unrest here is 42. I think it went down recently, right? For some reason, I can't remember what it was. Is it the Throne of Law being claimed or something? We're in like December, so, you know, games are paused for a long time all the time now. So I'm recording this down a few days after I did it, and there's no timer currently, so... yeah, besides that, I think we're still just doing the usual stuff. We're very close to Wrath of God, though, which is cool. So I guess I'll do that in a turn or two. And we almost have... Yeah, some guys are heading to Do for us to set that up for blood hunting, so... we'll do these provinces next for blood hunting. Oh, this is very convenient since it has a lab. In fact, those two provinces have a lab. They're not very big provinces, though, so they can't really support 3 blood hunters. But I could just stick 1 blood hunter in them and a couple of patrollers. Since there's a lab there, I wouldn't have to worry about it too much. How long till this fort is built, actually? Did I forget to keep building it? Oh, I might have forgotten to keep building it. Uh-oh. Oh, I need to remember to do that again. Yeah, I probably had this guy building the fort, and now he's leading out units, and I forgot to... Probably meant to put this mage on build fort duty. 3 months left. Whoops. Well, that's a shame. Need to remember to start that again next turn. But anyway, that's it for turn 49. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Did some summons, including some new summons. Cast Bowl of Blood and found nothing. Power Specs and found nothing, that's a shame. We also cast... Where is it? Oh, it's grey. We cast Vengeance of the Dead. We did hit Tianqi's God. How many kills do you have? 325. Okay. So, don't get to use Vengeance of the Dead very often. It causes you to get attacked by the souls of everyone you've ever killed. So here they are, 300 dead ones. Now, as you can imagine, this is a pretty long battle. The White Tiger has reinvigoration and regeneration, so unfortunately, we're not really gonna make much impact here. Yeah, you're down to 0 fatigue already. So, we're unlikely to kill the god with Vengeance of the Dead. But you never usually kill things with Vengeance of the Dead anyway. If they're, you know, tough enough to stand up to a pretty useless unit. If you're lucky, what happens is the battle just lasts so long that you reach the turn limit and then everything dies anyway. So, we don't kill the god this time. But in Dominions 5, I don't know if it still works this way, but in Dominions 5, killing a dead one counted as a kill. Which means that the power of Vengeance of the Dead scales exponentially every time you use it. So next time we cast it, since this guy killed 325 dead ones, he should get hit by, you know, 325 additional units. So The battle will just last longer and longer until eventually it takes so long that he dies anyway. Is the theory. We'll keep casting it on him and see if that happens. In the meantime, we had a Mound King get mentally attacked by a mage and killed. That's not good. That is one of our skeleton dudes got killed by Mind Hunt. A bit awkward. Didn't really plan for that. So, getting a Mound King kill is uncomfortable, but it's not, you know, game-changing. On the other hand, if one of our big blood mages got killed by Mind Hunt, that would be kind of unfortunate. So, I'm going to try and mitigate this in two ways. The first is we'll just move every scout we can to the province to dilute the number of targets. Or inflate the number of targets and, you know, dilute the possibility of hitting a useful target. Unfortunately, the movements will happen after the spell has gone off this turn, but in future we'll have a little bit more protection. The other thing I need to do is, this mage I moved over here to forge astral items. Yep, you are going to have to move over here and protect us from Mind Hunt instead. So I've given her the enlargement item and some boots the messenger so she can move as quickly as possible. You can get to Jinport, and then hopefully to Tianqi. I'm assuming we take these two provinces next turn, so we'll be able to go through those. Anyway, we didn't get through the turns yet. What happened? We also caught some blood slaves. Pretty good turn. Not too bad. We took Walden and Smacia. Not much to say. Although, it's a bit sad that 3 Ghana died. And 4 Azra... What happened? Did you get trampled by the commander or something? Just got killed by heavy infantry, it looks like. Okay, well, there we go then. Last step, Swampy got 9 water gems. Trotten, we got 3 misfortune. For a few days, the animals seemed determined to cause bad luck. Snakes and rabbits were crossing people's path all the time. Yeah, another problem's with a lab. Got quite a few of those. They're quite handy for the blood hunting. And mag diarrhea has spread. Defense -10. Okay. Well, let's just, I need to put PD in the new provinces anyway. Take solos. You know what would be nice? Do you know what would be nice? Is if, on this screen, instead of having to click through and then press up and down, if you just hover your mouse over the number and press up and down, and it would just increase the PD. You do it all from this screen, that would be nice. Anyway... It's like religious misconceptions and falsehoods in Walden. Might have to get rid of those. Chinchi is still breached, and we did some patrolling. And that's it for messages. Yeah, so blood hunting is as usual. Still looks like this. We do have a new blood hunter here who is patrolling. That's the wrong order. We do have a new blood hunter here ready to go. I'm going to send some more patrollers over to Mornwoods though, because it's 200 unrest now. I guess the B3 Blood Hunter is really inflating it? I don't know. 304 corpses. Be a nice place to cast the corpse spell. What is that spell called again? I think I've said this before in this video. Carrion Reanimation. That would get us easily 200 soulless if we want them. Yeah, but there's Blood Hunting. The other red arrows are, let's see, I think these are patrollers. No. Got blood hunters moving out, that's right. So there's 2 more blood hunters heading over to Do for us. They'll arrive shortly. The other big red arrow is, yeah, more patrollers going to Mornwoods. And I'm also moving the 2 most recent Rakshasi into the Forging Throne as well. And these guys are the Kooni over here. So they're making their way towards Tianqi as well. The other orders down here are just attacking these 3 provinces, so the fatties are going to go ahead and attack Mikria. A few guys are going to hit Blackdale. These are the big boys. We've got ogres and the big Rakshasa warriors, and 1 Palankasha who's like hiding in there. They'll take Blackdale. There's a broken tower, that's nice. And lastly, some guys from Smace who are going to split off and hit Iron Peaks. Didn't reposition them. So yeah. Golden attack, closest. Okay. That's all fine. Are you scripted properly? Yeah, more or less. There's nothing really to do there. So we'll take those 2 provinces, burn down this temple. We also have a little priest around here who's walking around building temples. We just got one built in Eel this month because it has quite a lot of PD. He's going to move over to Walden next. We'll build one there. I might bump the PD here a bit to get rid of this event, if that helps. Or I could send over one of these guys patrolling. But yeah, I'm trying to get down temples whenever I can. We're up to Dominion 10 now, so that's nice. And this is the last temple that Tianqi has outside of their cap, so yeah. Still quite a bit of enemy dominion around here, but we should start to extinguish it a bit. Only other movement is in Trotton. We are still making Ghana every month, so we have 22 of them here. Plus some more Palankasha and Azrapa. They are heading over to Tianqi. They are sitting up here doing some buffs. They're the only buffers I have in the battle. But they're sitting in amongst this block of Palankashas. They can do some Group Blur and Gift of Flight. Just something a little bit different. So they're joining those guys while we make more Ghanas, and this guy's just hanging on to lead those next turn. And then these guys are almost here, so we also have a bunch more stuff on the way, including 60 more Ghana. Not to mention 70 more Rakshasa warriors. Pretty cool. So, Tianqi hasn't broken siege yet. We'll keep moving units onto the fort. Still feel relatively safe, for the time being at least. Oh, and next month we can cast Wrath of God, which is cool. So that's going to require 70 pearls. We have 63, so that's fine. This is terrible, by the way. If you're ever in a game and you have 154 fire gems and 223 air gems, you're a huge idiot, noob, dumbass. You should never ever have this. You should be doing stuff with gems. This is shameful that I have all of this. I just don't really know what to do with them in this position, to be honest. But one thing I can do with them is just alchemize tons of them into pearls to overcast Wrath of God. So that's probably what I'll do next month. Just to make sure that goes up and stays up for a bit. Other than that, I think that's everything. Pretty sure I did all the blood hunting stuff, so that's fine. Hopefully no one too important gets killed by mine hunt next month, but yeah, I'm really hoping that this mage will be able to move straight from Jimport to Tianqi in one turn once we take these 2 provinces, but I don't know. Maybe we won't get that lucky. Maybe even this movement would be possible. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe that's short enough. They're plains, so maybe. I've given it the best items I could think of that we have. We don't really have anything else to help movement, so... Alright, turn 50. Gonna end turn. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.